What's good? This is Trey. Welcome to this presentation. The topic for today is how to be a happy king. All right. So first I want to start off by defining these terms that we're using today. The first one is happy. So in the Oxford Dictionary, it says the definition of happy is feeling or showing pleasure or contentment. All right? So that's the definition of happy. Now let's look at the definition of king. It says the male ruler of an independent state. So now the topic is how to be a happy king. Well, here's how I'm seeing it. A king, they say a king is the male ruler of an independent state. So a ruler, a king is a ruler. So a ruler has the power to make rules. He has the power to make laws, right? And he's a king, so he's building a kingdom. And now he wants to be a happy king. So what would be the best way or the wisest way to become a happy king? Well, here's how I see it, okay? The definition in the Oxford Dictionary for happy is feeling or showing pleasure or contentment. Now, this definition is basically saying I'm happy only when I'm feeling or showing pleasure or contentment. But I don't like that, because I'm not always going to be feeling pleasure and contentment. Feelings change, emotions change, right? But I want to be a happy king. So what am I going to do? Since I'm a ruler and I have the power to change the rules and I have the power to change the laws, I'm going to change the definition of happy, right? As a king, I have authority to change the definition of happy. So instead of feeling or showing, instead of my definition of happy being feeling or showing pleasure or contentment, I'm going to change the definition so that I can always be happy. My definition of happy is as long as I'm building my kingdom, as long as I'm being a king, I'm happy. So I'm always happy because I'm always building my kingdom. I'm always moving forward. I'm always leveling up. I'm always evolving. So as long as I'm in this process, I'm always going to be happy, right? Versus the definition in the Oxford Dictionary that says feeling or showing pleasure or contentment. It's unrealistic for me to expect to always be feeling pleasure. That's not how life works, right? In order to even understand pleasure, I would have to experience the opposite of that, right? Meaning there has to be the good and the bad. There has to be the highs and the lows. But how can I be happy throughout the highs and the lows? Because that's what I want. I want to be a happy king. It's very simple. I changed the definition of happy. In my kingdom, happy has a different definition. Happiness is accomplishment. Happiness is moving forward. Happiness is constantly evolving. Happiness is growing my character. Happiness is leveling up. Happiness is growing my kingdom. So as long as I am in this process, as long as I am growing, evolving, making things better, creating, I'm happy. And that's the end of it, because I'm a king in my kingdom. I set the rules, I set the laws, and that's how it is. So this is the way of thinking that you want to apply as a king. You have the power to do whatever you want. If you want to change the definition of a word, you can do that in your kingdom, right? Maybe if I go in somebody else's kingdom, right, they have different ways of doing things, but in my kingdom, it's my rules. And I decide what the definition of happy is. And for me, the definition of happiness is consistently building my kingdom, right? So each day, as long as I see that I am moving forward, as long as I see that I'm making progress, as long as I'm taking the right actions that are moving me forward, I'm happy. So no matter what happens, even if I don't get the sale, even if I don't get the girl, even if I don't get the whatever, as long as I know that I've moved forward, meaning I've taken action, right? I was disciplined enough to take action, and I'm going to continue to do so, and I can see the growth in my character, I can see the growth in my evolution, I'm happy. I am not outcome dependent, right? I'm not a slave to the way I feel. Oh, I need to feel a certain way to be happy. No, I'm happy based on what I do. My actions is what makes me happy. You see, there's certain words in the dictionary that, in my opinion, can make people slaves. Because happiness, they're saying that it's a feeling of pleasure. But we all know you can't always experience pleasure, so that means I'm supposed to be chasing pleasure all the time? No. I'm going to change the definition of happiness in my kingdom. And that's how you become a happy king, right? You choose a definition that gives you the power to actually be happy, you know? And for me, it's building my kingdom. I'm happy when I'm growing. I'm happy when I'm evolving. I'm happy when I'm growing my kingdom, expanding my territory, right? Expanding my knowledge, expanding my network. I'm happy. That's it. And even if something doesn't go my way, as long as I'm moving forward, I'm happy. And that's it. Right? So another way to look at it is just continuously staying optimistic no matter what. Continuously staying positive no matter what. And enjoying the journey of growing my kingdom. Right? Because that never ends. It's not like I get my kingdom to a certain point and then, okay, now I'm done. No, it consistently, it continues. Right? It's a continuous effort. So that's how you become a happy king, man. By knowing that you are a king, knowing that you have the power to change the rules, change the laws, and you decide what happiness is to you. And make it something that you can actually strive for, that makes sense. Right? Because if I chase pleasure, then what's that going to lead to? Instant gratification. What's going to make me feel good right now? What's going to make me feel good right now is not necessarily what's going to build my kingdom. Right now, it would feel good to eat a donut. Right now, it would feel good to, I don't know, maybe go to the strip club. Who knows? But is that going to build my kingdom? No. So that's not happiness. Happiness to me is up to me because I am a king in my kingdom. I decide. So you as a king in your kingdom, you decide what happiness is. Don't let an Oxford dictionary or a Webster dictionary tell you what happiness is. You choose. All right? That's the advice for today. If you're a man watching this, you want to develop unbreakable self-confidence, join the Unbreakable Beast Tribe. I'll drop a link to the group in the comment section, and I'll see you inside. Peace.